Chase Sexton blasts out the middle in the 23. Marvin Musquin's there. Tomac, a terrific start on a road for Brayton on that muck-off Honda on bike number 10. Terrific start Saturday night. Same here now. Oh, the lead is down. Chase Sexton is down.
Out right to the right, he's gone. Just lawn darts right into the up ramp, landing right on his back.
This crew, Marvin Musquin in fourth, and then Stewart. Osborne's gone to second, incidentally.
Are at the similar speed. All these guys have stepped up their game. You talk about the guys
coming to the finish jump, takes that inside line through the sand section, gets Brayton very quickly, very effectively.
Fun, Lee. We were talking about it earlier for one of the breaks. If the 16 of Zach Osborne.
Podium.
There goes a pass.
Oh.
There goes a pass by the 2. Goes right up the inside, takes advantage. Works.
It was not a great result on Saturday night. It is tonight on Tuesday. The champ wins.
The rookie gets second. Dylan Ferrandis. We didn't talk about him too much, but man.
Third and final night here in Houston. Who gets the jump? Ken Roczen. This is a Cooper we haven't seen in the previous 2 nights. Couldn't be his night tonight. On Tuesday night, that really accelerated him, and he was racing Ken Roczen. In fact, Roczen gets out of order there.
The guy behind him is doing, he's able to block. And
Roczen on the inside, Ricky.
Yeah, but he triple out of the corner.
He does now. Roczen's in the lead.
That was out of the way.
Guy who finished second on the podium on Tuesday night, Dylan Ferrandis, gets lapped. Where's it going to be? Where can he make the move?
My adrenaline is going. It's going to allow either Ken Roczen to pull out or Cooper Webb to gain some more time.
Wilson, who's there in 12th place. Here we go, last lap. Is it going to have one there?
Look.
Oh, Wilson.
Oh, Wilson's going to slow him down.
This is Cooper Webb's side. Who takes which line? Webb comes across and blocks Roczen. The KTM rider's in the lead.
Get back by him. Oh, but he's not able to do it.
Cooper Webb to go with that final rhythm section down the back here. Headed towards the sand section.
He's going to try to get him.
Cooper Webb has got it. Webb wins in Houston. Unbelievable. The Red Bull KTM rider gets there.
That is a statement win.
And what a start for the 1. Separated. Meanwhile, the defending champion Eli Tomac up front. Look at this battle for 4th. Dylan Ferrandis, who's had his issues through this rhythm section races. Oh, and Tomac is down.
Good. Copacetic. Oh, what happens is he tries to lean the
Heat winners are out in front. Heat 1 winner, Adam Cianciarulo on board the 9. He is out in front. Here comes Ken Roczen on the inside.
But he closes the door. Adam, a very intuitive rider. He knows what Kenny's doing. Because he knows he can see that the number 1 here, Eli Tomac right behind him. He wants to get by Adam Cianciarulo.
Can he get Roczen? Roczen squares him up and holds on to second.
I really thought the side right here.
So Ken Roczen now starting to eye up Adam Cianciarulo, and he gets it done. Roczen gets past.
That's that pass that he tried to do right there on his teammate. A little bit too much. We've heard about it. It's a little bit marbly and loose on the top.
Ken Roczen having a problem, and he gives up the lead back to Eli Tomac. And now I'm taking it back.
Oh, look, he's going to go up the inside, makes the pass.
Tomac had the lead, gave it away, got it back, lost it again. Ken Roczen has been maybe the most consistent rider.
A little bit closer. They're going to come back. They're going to get, they cross it with 1 second to spare.
The drive. Closes the gap as they make the left. Eli comes up, makes the left-hand turn. It's Kenny Roczen getting the win in Indy. Justin Barcia with a nice position. And right behind him, and look at Plessinger sitting in 2nd place, dropping down to 3rd. But is it enough? Roczen takes it away.
51 is going to go for him right here. You can see the urgency in his riding right now. He's going to go right
another one. So right here, Plessinger on the 7 on board that Yamaha. Here comes the defending champion, Eli Tomac, outside in.
He's going to start to set in. Look, he's going for it right here.
Eli squares him up, pushes him wide.
The right-hand side, he's giving way to Vince Friese, and then Friese was going to tuck underneath that.
Justin Barcia, the 51.
Oh, look at the number one is just trying to do everything. He's going inside, outside.
Tries the inside line. Not going to get it there.
Yeah, he's so close. See if he goes to the outside right here, carries a little more speed.
Oh, and Barcia shuts down his line.
Get a little bit aggressive. The 51 of Justin Barcia is just too good. Griffin said it was the best feeling he's ever had. It looks like he's going to get to experience that feeling.
Back-to-back in Indianapolis. Stop of the broadcast today, you said Ken Roczen is the guy you thought would get it done. Rocks around. Barcia's up there with him.
Barcia tried to take Ken high and players up front.
So Ken Roczen, your points leader, out in front on board that gas ride. And here comes Cooper Webb on board the KTM, the fastest qualifier in the field. And Barcia looks equally as comfortable on this track.
Oh, look at Barcia. Oh, I can't believe he did that.
Third place, a podium position. Cooper Webb coming off a fourth place finish on Tuesday night. Eli.
Your time getting by them just for the fact that the lappers know that the guys are coming through the pack.
So that lead, which was 2 seconds, is now down to, as you can see, less than a second. From Germany, now living in Claremont, Florida. So it'll be home races basically for him for the next 3 as we go down to 6th and 4th place with 92 points. And Cooper Webb to the inside and cuts him off.
Yeah, but watch right here, the 51.
Cooper Webb having the wherewithal to hit that triple, go to the tear-off, and then look back.
Just the rut. He went sideways. The track is changing so much right now. You can see Kenny. Cooper Webb's going to the outside there. He loses a little bit of time in the corner, and he gains. This is the last lap right here.
Here we go. White flag is out. Ken Roczen's got 1 lap to hold off Cooper Webb. Webb now on the gas.
Oh, he's getting close. He's going for it. He isn't close enough. He's got to be right on the rear on that last right-hander before the finish line. He isn't close enough. He's got to get a little bit closer.
Here we go. Issue. Kenny Roczen with 1 more turn, and it's Roczen pulling the 3-peat in Indy.
Huge win for Ken Roczen. Be able to sweep Indy, pulling off the hat.
Ready, trying to win 4 in a row. Orlando, 450 main, let's do it. Dean Wilson, Zach Osborne on that works Husqvarna. We have been waiting ages to see Zach Osborne get a start. Roczen back in 3rd, Brayton runs 2nd, Webb is 4th.
Closely, you can see Ken Roczen probably doesn't know that Cooper Webb, Cooper tries to get into
Lee, I'll let you take that back over. I was just going to take it over there, Lee.
Osborne got out.
It is going to be key for the 2 of Cooper Webb to get by Justin Brayton. If the nonsense, it is going to be an opportunity. Whoa, sorry about that. The 94 started hitting a little sideways.
This up front, here comes Cooper Webb. Top screen, Webb goes from 3rd to 1st, just like that.
Really hard going into that left-hander, and it scared Ken just a little bit, and Ken flinched. He went to the outside.
Can he respond to Webb with that amazing move?
Heads up right by the 2 of Cooper Webb. He took that inside. He knew Ken was going to want to go. When it's so slippery, it's a fine line.
Oh, Joey Savacci goes down. He was being chased. KTM's Cooper Webb over the HRC Honda rider, Ken Roczen, and the gas have jumped.
Well, I think the big challenge now, Ricky, for Ken Roczen is Justin Barcia.
This is up front, and here we are in the main event.
You don't become a champion if you're not mentally strong.
To the wire, Ken is going to absolutely go for it here. Closing the gap, you can see he's vocal. He's got to go the outside here. He's got to give way to the leaders. He does. That's great awareness.
Both of them know. Cooper Webb is going to win in Orlando. 2nd win of the year. Victory. Cooper Webb gets it done in the first of 2 Saturday nights in Orlando. Out of the gates. Terrific start from the Troy Lee Designs Red Bull Gas man. And AC takes the lead with authority. Here comes Marvin Musquin.
Oh, big bobble by the 25 of Marvin Musquin. He had a really hard crash in qualifying practice earlier today to pass because they are so fast. He's making up a lot of ground, and that was a good pass.
Oh! Tomac almost off. Hang on to it.
Yeah, he leaned to
Stewart, and Roczen's having a front row view of that. He wants that to be him. He understands. each other's riding styles, strengths and weaknesses so well. Cianciarulo would love nothing better to get his first 450 main win. Look at Roczen at the bottom box. Here goes Cooper Webb, crosses it up, switches it back, and up the inside of Cianciarulo. We knew that Musquin was going to ride well tonight. Oh, down goes Cianciarulo!
Riding was really, really well. Look at right there, just kicks him right over the handlebars and just gets smashed by the bike.
Here goes Roczen on Tomac.
I thought he was going to knock Tomac off of the track.
One lap.
Oh, look at...
Here we go, Roczen on the inside. Ken's not done with yet.
Action properly.
Now Tomac responds. Now does that give...
Anderson's been on it all day long.
Here we go. Inside. KTM is on his way home. Cooper Webb sweeps all land. And Justin Barcia's going to hang on. So it's a KTM 1-2 with Mother. Tomac's got a nice inside line. Tomac is there. Saki Man leads the way.
Did you see what Cooper Webb did? Put him all the way to the outside. Front, especially Aaron Plessinger. And I'm going to tell you why. You got 5 wins on the line. Yeah, this is where it started. They land off that finish line and Kent's that rhythm section. Yeah, he comes up short. Then he over jumps.
Riders like Jeff Stanton and Ryan Villapoto and our very own RC. Now, Eli Tomac is a 5-time winner at Daytona. Winner and draws level with Ricky. Who gets the jump? Dean Wilson again. He's further back.
Roczen, this is not where he wants to be. This is going to be right at the perfect time of the series. He has no pressure whatsoever from behind.
Slide back in. Down goes Dylan Ferrandis, and Ferrandis was in the top four.
Oh, he gets some help. Gets a little bit of help from Jason Anderson. He wasn't anticipating Anderson.
As he gets up there and Dick Wilson.
Tomac jumped a little bit long on that tabletop. I thought
His 4th podium of the year.
this is a new improved Justin Barcia.
There's a new championship leader, and Cooper Webb wins. Night number 1 in Arlington.
Supercross. Who will get the win here? 450 main event is off. Brilliant start. Grabs that inside line and the whole shot. But Eli Tomac is... Cooper Webb out in front. Tomac was the fastest in qualifying. And Webb is out in front. That you can reel Cooper Webb in. Where do you think it is?
Well, I think it's going to be the looks. I think that all day long on the whole track. So, going to make an attempt. I personally believe
For all points leader, Eli Tomac is the reigning champion from last year. He's getting eaten, or is this a case where Eli's just getting so much faster?
Yeah, I just think this that Eli should put Cooper Webb to be in. You got Eli Tomac just hounding you the whole time.
He's not making mistakes.
Well, he might be making little mistakes that we can't see. The biggest ones are most of the
Roczen is over 12 seconds.
This watch is almost as like Eli Tomac just wants to get by him at the last second and not give Cooper Webb an up.
Oh! Eli Tomac ends up the loneliest position on the track here at 18 and Ken Roczen, currently 2nd place overall, sitting 3rd. But it is Cooper Webb bringing it home, making it 2 in a row in Arlington. How many hugs will be on the podium between those 3? But it sure sets up for round 12 and the 450 main event. Here we go. They're off in the Big D. Can he hold it? Kenny Roczen sliding out in front, 50 class, as Cooper Webb sits in 2nd. Justin Barcia in 3rd. And Tomac slingshotting out of that corner. Cooper Webb takes the inside line. Is this the lap where Eli closed a little bit? It's going to get a little salty here on this next lap.
Oh, it's tightening up right here. Ken Roczen, he's got to keep hitting his marks, making sure he executes these rhythm sections just the way he needs to do it.
The single digits, is that like huge for him with this little break that he needs just as a mental reset to kind of put him back in the place?
Guys, something to think about on these 2 weeks off. There's nothing sweeter than going into it, and this might be one of the...
Oh, we go! Cooper Webb took a look on the inside. That's going to come into play on one of these final races as we approach 5 minutes as Eli Tomac.
Oh, look at this Oh boy. Oh, you see Cooper Webb goes the inside. He revs the engine up to try to scare Ken.
Ken Roczen gives up first place.
Oh, they're going for it.
Roczen takes it back.
Ken right where he wants him. No need to push it.
It was in this building too. Got Roczen in the end, and we're setting ourselves up for a beauty. Cooper.
Take him to the hay bales, and he doesn't.
3:45 plus a lap. Cooper Webb takes the lead away from Ken Roczen, who
could lose 4 or 5 more if he loses to Barcia and Tomac, and you have to imagine that he's feeling a little deflated right now. I mean, how do you...
Section. Look at Ken's getting close.
It's going to have to come quickly here. Ken Roczen in the second place position, sweeping Arlington. About finishing in 4th place.
Cooper Webb on the 2 on the Red Bull KTM. Here comes the Monster Energy factory Kawasaki. Tomac won in Daytona, and when people saw the early sketches of this track, they said this could be Tomac Towners Speedways in the 2021 season.
And you just got to go big picture here if you're Cooper Webb.
It'd be so sweet to say I got my first 450 win when I held off the reigning series champion. But Tomac is...
Race, do not waver. Focus ahead, do not race behind you.
Event of Monster Energy.
Oh, Clayson messes him up.
Uh-oh. Chase Sexton. Look out! Big jump from Tomac to take the lead. Listen to the crowd.
Tried to get out of the way, went to the right-hand side of the track, and that is exactly where Chase Sexton was going.
At the office for Cooper. But this is trying to keep the championship hopes alive for the factory Kawasaki. Tomac's going to do it again. Look at that. Spectacular style. Eli Tomac wins at Atlanta Motor Speedway.
What a ride, Eli Tomac.
And they're off. Ken Roczen with a good start, and Roczen gets closed down. Musquin, Cooper Webb, excuse me, right in there. Where did Cooper Webb come from? Oh, and Anderson gets tangled up with Eli Tomac, and it shuffles him back.
Triple, Cooper Webb comes up a little bit short on that middle triple, loses speed. 23 of Chase Sexton.
Anderson inside, what a pass. Jason Anderson, maybe the 2 most physical riders as Eli Tomac finally gets around Marvin Musquin. Can he make it stick as he goes around?
Look at Barcia.
Oh! Cooper gets hung up. Cooper Webb is hung up, and Tomac gets past it. And at round number 14, Ken Roczen back to his winning ways. Bring the residency to a conclusion here in the 450 main. AP. Number 7, Aaron Plessinger out in front
of Cooper Webb. That was perfect position.
Dylan Ferrandis on the inside, the number 4.
High standard.
Gets his rear wheel taken out, Ricky, but this is the battle we all wanted to see.
Oh,
Roczen's out. Webb's the third party watching. Look at Roczen go through this section.
The pressure on the number 2 doing exactly what he needs to do. Got himself an awesome start. Ruts through there. Ah, look at
pass.
Oh,
Cooper Webb.
Expected to see a lot of what we...
Oh my. Ken Roczen.
The whoops.
Gets collected.
Oh, starts going, kicking sideways. Oh, nice save.
The track has come to Cooper Webb. Did not have the best of starts. Ran in 3rd for quite some time. Ever since then, he's got it done. Cooper Webb with the pass on Ken Roczen.
But what a ride and what a rebound for Cooper Webb if he's able to pull this.
And whatever they did, it has worked as their guy is looking good, getting loose in the whoops. Ken Roczen's jumping.
A line that Cooper Webb played safe right there. He got,
Cooper Webb gets sideways.
Right here, Kenny has got to go for it. Take that inside line right here.
20 seconds. Final opportunity. Cooper Webb gets off the mat and answers the bell to win in Atlanta. What a performance.
Race. Here we go. 450 main event from Salt Lake City. The gate is down. Makes the decision to go up the inside. Ricky, you said it was a good one. It was a great one. Back a few spots back.
Zavachi been on the throttle all day long. The burn gives way and down he goes.
So Roczen's up about 2 on Musquin.
Cooper will be a 48.8, 4/10 quicker. He's the
Oh my
down.
gosh!
He's
Ken Roczen is down.
He's got to get up.
Okay.
10 points is where we're at.
Okay, now we need to reset. Again, the storyline has completely shifted.
Turning, leaning over, and it's almost like the rut grabbed his front end.
Fight to the checkered flag. 30 seconds left and a lap.
Yeah, well, they're going to get the white flag next time by. I don't think.
Fight this thing out one more time around.
All right, if you're Cooper Webb, you've got to be right on the tail end of the whole race.
He's got a spot. Big run right here. Musquin makes a bobble. Webb, a pretty good run. Fighting it off here. 1 corner to go. And Marvin Musquin wins his first main event of the season, puts him into 6th. And this championship fight will go to Salt Lake City next Saturday.
Final race of 2021. Musquin on the inside. Can he hold the line? Kenny Roczen's right there. Roczen has the advantage. Lurking right there now into 2nd. So you've got the Honda and the 2 KTMs, and it is on.
Webb to Will's point. He is going to go for it. He wants to show why he deserves into the max right now. You can see Ken Roczen. He is going for it.
Something he's done all year long. Cooper Webb and doing the exact same thing he did to start the season in Houston.
Look at this. It's going to check him up just a little bit, try to put Cooper down. Cooper's too foxy for that. The likes of Cooper Webb. Now Cooper's just going to play with him. Cooper's got him right where he wants him in his first beginning of...
Wow, look at the speed. Sexton with the drive, and he'll take over 2nd.
Fast. Sexton.
And he gets him. Chase Sexton takes over the lead. This all the way back to Houston when these two have battle in the main event.
Oh, he's going to...
Cooper Webb on the inside, bumps him wide. Cooper Webb takes over 2nd place.
Man, you can see Chase Sexton just so fast going into those whoops. Oh, slips up just a little.
Cooper Webb on the inside. Cooper Webb to the lead.
Oh, that was great instincts by Cooper Webb.
It's back to 10th with Eli Tomac getting past him. But Ricky, as we see him take these finals.
He didn't have to win, but he wanted to win. And just nailing it in wasn't what he was going to do.
Take a bow, you're a 2-time champion.
Be racing. Lucas Oil Pro Motocross 450 season is underway. A great start, KTM rider, and that is no surprise. Cooper Webb, lightning quick off the line, indoors and out, and he has Cianciarulo gets Sexton and almost got Ferrandis as well.
4 riders, 4 different brands, all in the same shot. Incredible speed in qualifying, and he is not wasting any time.
Unbelievable, he's gone from 4th to 1st in about 4 corners. Yellow flags are out at the top of this hill, and Cianciarulo down.
I thought it was him, right? Comes out of the turn. Oh, you see, he was already breaking traction beforehand. Oh, and that was an awkward result into it.
Yep. And Ferrandis has gotten around Webb, so Ferrandis finds himself in the #1 rain slick and this regular slick all at once. Sexton around the outside of Webb and made it actually look easy. Held up Ferrandis, or if Sexton was just putting in a mad dash charge, half a lap to go, and he can see Ferrandis. Dylan Ferrandis trying to win his first ever moto in his first shot at it on 5.
And he stays low. He gets him power to the ground.
Wheel to wheel over the finish. Sexton putting in a charge. Oh. Ferrandis will hold on. And Ferrandis has to be surprised. He gate down and see what turns out right here in motocross.
That looked like another great.
Early in Moto 2.
Well, you saw AP, great start for the #7, Aaron Plessinger.
On the attack after Plessinger.
That section is very deceiving, very steep, very off-camber, very tough. I think it might.
Yes, Ken Roczen to the lead. And he was Monster Energy star Yamaha #7. Caught him. Oh, and now Plessinger mistake off the track. 1-3 scores, but how about Ken Roczen? Back in Lucas Oil Pro Motocross, and he wins the moto. Dylan Ferrandis has won his first ever Pro Motocross race on a 450. Gate is down. Cianciarulo
and he controls the lead. Ferrandis to the inside, takes second away from Webb, and Roczen now moves around Webb as well.
Good in these opening laps, and once again moving forward, but Roczen doesn't give up.
Roczen, tightrope, walking down the inside. There was no room in there, and repasses, and now goes after Cianciarulo, and is in the lead.
Good start. Sexton, Craig, Musquin, and Plessinger rounding out your top 10. So a lot of familiar faces once again.
Don't forget, Cianciarulo and Ferrandis, they are not strangers to each other. They battled tooth and nail for the 250 10 and 11th. Get used to it. There's going to be a lot of disappointed riders this year. There's just not enough room in the top 10.
Yeah, this is the closest he's been all moto. He looks up the inside.
Whoa! Leaves no room. Actually takes Roczen off of the racetrack.
Just a tad, but at this level, that's what you got to do. And Roczen will look back at that.
On MAV TV. And these two are pulling each other along. Adam Cianciarulo.
Well, obviously that pass on Roczen affected his lap time a little bit, but last lap
for Osborne, but it is a lead trio all alone right now. And honestly,
mistake, but no one really getting away from anyone at the moment. Even when you go back, I was able to get close right here to make that pass when it happened a few laps back.
Ferrandis on the move.
Cianciarulo is maybe dealing with a bit of arm pump. That was one of the things he said last week, why he struggled with lower body. So possibly a little arm pump setting in.
Is it going to come unraveled here for Cianciarulo?
Yeah, it's most dangerous. Ooh, he tried
down
to
the
go
inside, and I think Ferrandis has it. He does. That was a quick attack. Roczen trying to get him back.
A lot of times that turn only really has the inside or the outside. We see the outside coming into play more likely in Moto number 2. Look at that inside.
Ooh, can he hook it? A little bit of contact, slight contact. Ferrandis to the lead. Done. It would be huge, but Cianciarulo's coming right back. You know, like
replay. Watch this.
Show you the pass here. No, we're back at it. Cianciarulo almost got it done. Now Ferrandis.
Send a message right back to Cianciarulo saying, "Don't try and push me off the track."
Yep, and it's allowed Roczen. Let's see if Adam can learn anything on this downhill section. No, in fact, he's going to get passed by Roczen. Still there, behind Ferrandis. I'd say less than 2 seconds in it. They have pulled away from Cianciarulo.
Been able to drop Cianciarulo just a little bit. Time will expire before they get to the finish line.
It's a different line compared to Ferrandis there. We're going to find out in a hurry because the 94, he is on the gas right now. He continues to close.
It's just all filtered back to that inside. Get around the lap and no problem.
Should be 2 to go next time they come across the finish line. This is great racing.
Why he didn't race the outdoors last year.
He's on the inside. Oh, almost came together. Ferrandis airs out the jump. Couldn't get the landing.
It's right there. Goes to take the line away. Ferrandis, you see, he just gets thrown off just a little bit.
This would be huge for Ken Roczen. To have a late moto charge to retake the lead is a real statement for him.
He just railed that turn there. Ferrandis wants this. The one thing you know about Dylan Ferrandis, he is
right here. We reclaim the lead, and in a dramatic late race charge, Ken Roczen claims the.
Get cooled off, rehydrated, ready for moto.
Can he make it an overall win today? Fighting for it. Ooh. They're going to give it to Barcia. I'll come from. He's up to second.
Well, he was on the outside. He made good work coming to that second turn.
And Tomac on the number 3 is right there as well. Best start of the season for ET3. So early in the races, he's so quick in the opening lap. And just like that, he's into the number 1 spot.
Oh, weesh, that was really well. Wanting to see, where's Tomac? Where's Tomac? He's been coming from behind. Now he's up in the battle.
Yeah, and Barcia, by the way, has been riding very well this
season. Well, as we always say, it's set up for a great moto. Look at this.
Yeah, it's 14th, but this field is so tight. There he is.
This track's so easy to make a mistake on. Cianciarulo absolutely nailed that last corner before the finish line, standing in
the wheel. Wow, cutting across the ruts is Sexton. Gets that rear wheel on the ground. They almost collide on the takeoff of the jump.
Can he go the long way around Barcia?
Yeah, a lot less distant for Barcia, but it's so rough on the inside. Up from the back of the group. Look at Eli Tomac. What a drive out of that corner. Battling Plessinger.
I don't know if Plessinger missed a gear or something.
Cianciarulo and Tomac. So we wanted to see what Tomac can do with a good start.
I don't know if I'm reading too much into this, but I feel like Eli looks a little bit different than I've seen the first 5 motos. A little bit of that old flair coming back, but good thing he does not have a review mirror because it is packed. Almost had a little sniff of getting up the inside.
Jumping downhill.
They got his feet ripped off in that deep rut. Don't even know which battle to watch.
Unbelievable, 4 riders in the same section right now. And Plessinger knows it.
And again, AP out of that turn just didn't get the drive he wanted.
Yes, he gets Sexton and Plessinger.
And Plessinger, just for Sexton, I mean, sorry, for Plessinger, there's a slight gap.
A bit. Roczen's there. Roczen is looking to get Ferrandis. It's going to be on the inside, downhill.
Oh, look at Kenny. Back to the outside. He'll get a good drive. Ooh, but good job by Ferrandis.
To watch them battle. You got the smooth Roczen and the very aggressive Ferrandis as they fire through the mechanics area and across the start.
Oh,
Roczen launches it.
Angle.
Yep.
He's going to square it up.
Outside to in, and Ken Roczen has made the pass for third.
Right up the bank turn, and the crowd are going nuts.
Woo! Ferrandis, a huge drive downhill. Wheel. Who's going to exit?
Ooh.
A big scrub by Ferrandis. Going to meet on the exit of this corner.
He's going to take the line away. Can he? Because of the ruts. Now Kenny goes to the outside.
3 or 4 corners. Ferrandis locks it back down. Okay, so first we'll show you the Roczen pass, and then you can see Ferrandis got him back down. And here's that battle for the lead.
Yeah, you don't know where to look right now, but this is great. You can hear the
two Kawasaki riders have done. We have seen Ferrandis and Roczen absolutely sending it.
That battle.
Yeah.
Hold each other a little bit. Look at Eli over the top of that crest
and flying into that corner. This is the Eli Tomac that we expect to see in Lucas Oil Pro Motocross. ET3 is back with his teammate Adam Cianciarulo for the lead here at High Point. And Tomac, Cianciarulo going to fight back around the outside, and he does. They almost come together.
Yeah, that Cianciarulo got out of the rut, lost the spot, but wow, when we're coming back from break, we're seeing that old Eli a little bit, and it looks sensational.
And it looks a whole lot different. Now, look at this.
He's flying.
That's the Eli Tomac that you expect to see in the division. I don't know what's changed, but it changed in a hurry. Look at this. Ferrandis has caught Cianciarulo.
That happened pretty quickly.
Yeah.
With the better on the south side. Once they get through this little ravine area, we've certainly seen ride, but late in the motos, those insides that everyone's been going to are getting chopped up. So here's the thing. If these, mistake from Cianciarulo. He's
Something is wrong here. He's losing all kinds of time. That bike is kicking all over the place. This corner, Cianciarulo going to drift wide and back in the line of Ferrandis, so he's back under control. There again.
He's got the inside line. He can take the line away at the exit. Can he get there?
Oh! And Roczen is right in as well. Almost 3 wide. It is 3 wide into this corner. Overall win today. Oh. Unless Roczen can get Ferrandis, and Ferrandis just shut the door.
There was a lap at a deal with they had to pick their line. Cianciarulo now fighting back on the outside.
This is unbelievable. Ferrandis.
And meanwhile, Eli Tomac is glad he knows nothing about this battle.
He's right back in it. Roczen showing a wheel to Ferrandis, who at least temporarily is in control. Back in on the 14.
The one thing that has been also impressive is just the consistency.
We're going to RedBud. Roczen is there, challenging Ferrandis.
They both know how important this position is. I think he can. He looked good in practice earlier, and he loves that track. He's so good.
Eli Tomac, first moto win of 2021. And Dylan Ferrandis is going to win the overall.
50s, look at that. You can see those guys. They know there's a lot of respect there. Those guys hung it out. That was a battle.
Let's do it. Hear from RedBud. Eli Tomac around the outside. Motorsport.com whole shot of the day. Cianciarulo on the number 9, edging ahead of Tomac for second. Bad news for everyone else. Ferrandis. Oh! Cianciarulo down and down hard. Lost the front for Ferrandis, but Roczen is right there with him.
This is going to be good, and then just behind them.
Roczen always so good early in the race. He gets to the inside, makes the move on Ferrandis. Ferrandis, such a fighter, comes right back on him. Side by side.
Him a little bit. Can he do LaRocco's leap? Oh, he gets a big bounce there. They've groomed the face of it, and they do.
Oh, Roczen almost threw it away.
Man, how many times have we seen guys get super loose coming out of that last turn?
Tomac has taken the lead from Plessinger. Plessinger coming back. Great racing as usual in this 450 division. Eli Tomac.
Looked like, oh, look, AP around the outside.
Oh, he almost had it. He is aggressive trying to get back around Tomac.
He wished he wasn't quite following because he could have pulled the trigger, but instead has to abort, almost runs into the back of him.
All day long, third in Moto 1. This battle continues. Roczen and Ferrandis side by side again. Look at this pack up front. Tomac, Plessinger, and Roczen now. He's looking for running room on the number 7.
But he's got to be careful now. Oh, Tomac does
Roczen's not going to make it. Roczen's not going to make LaRocco's lead. He comes up way short. That had to hurt.
There's a wrist brace, and I know that wrist isn't the greatest.
No, he has had some injuries to both of those arms. That's well documented. You hate caught fire. Whoa! Roczen going after Plessinger. This time, Roczen does not jump LaRocco's lead.
He knew better.
He dominated the 6th moto of the season to win it, and he's looking for another moto win today, and it is really closer.
Yeah, I don't know if it's maybe just also trading mistakes potentially, but
New line here on the inside, or maybe Plessinger. Oh, Plessinger just. Oh, Rocco! I cannot believe Roczen went for it again.
You know, Kenny got around and then he just hovered for quite a while, and a couple times looked like he might even think about having a lunge. Cheering from the crowd, and time starting to tick down.
Oh no!
That's
Roczen
what it was.
has crashed.
Hand side of the shot. You'll just see him coming flying in there.
Woo!
And I don't know if he was indecisive, because I feel like Ferrandis is finding his groove again. The gap is coming down.
It's true.
Last lap around, Ferrandis 2:08.6. Plessinger 2:09.8. Tomac 2:09.6.
Recovery time between races.
Whoa, that was really good there. That was, didn't get into a rut or anything.
But he is serious right now because he's dealing with Ferrandis, who's got a line on the inside. It's going to be wheel to wheel through the sand rollers.
Look at Ferrandis, how good he is getting the power to the ground. I mean, AP's been so strong.
I mean, this is his rookie season, and so, I mean, not a lot of guys really come in and do this, and the fact that he's doing it, it's, you know, exceeding the expectation.
You won it in your rookie year on the 450, but then you've told me it wasn't as easy as it looked from the outside to pull that off. He is coming after Eli Tomac with a lap to go. He's cut it from 3.3 to 1.5. Eli Tomac on the last lap of a moto. Like I said, he's one of the fittest riders we've ever seen in this series. But Ferrandis is just an animal.
Oh, Eli, you saw the back just dance around a little bit, got a little sideways, but he brought it back real quick.
Yeah, he is hustling. Barcia ahead of Webb, and then Savacci has moved into 10th around Max Anstey. Savacci on the Rocky Mountain ATV and racetrack left.
Yeah, he needed about 5 to 10 bike lengths to have a shot into this section, unless Tomac makes a mistake. I kind of hard.
Absolutely. Going to leave these guys scratching their heads. What do they got to do to hold him off late in these races? Not enough. Eli Tomac is going to win the 2nd moto for the 2nd week in a row in Lucas Oil Pro Motocross. Again, let's go racing. Roczen able to take the lead away, so motorsport.com whole shot to Webb, but Roczen your early leader. Aaron Plessinger is 3rd.
Showing he can do it in all different ways, but he's, oh, and Plessinger off the track there.
In 5th, and there is Dylan Ferrandis, and right behind Ferrandis you got Eli Tomac, and Tomac's down to the inside of the number 3.
Nastier the tracks get, the better he seems to do, and right now he looks really good at the moment.
Oh, almost comes together with Ferrandis.
He's going to run that outside.
Eli is all over this racetrack trying to get around Ferrandis. Will he cross him up? No, he ran out of room.
I just came to a standstill in the middle of the turn.
Tomac continues attacking Ferrandis. He's going to go way down to the inside. Looks like Ferrandis was able to get around Craig. Tomac is going to have to follow him. Series leader. Tomac to the inside on Craig. He's got one.
He's going to have a good sweeping line in this turn.
And Tomac right around Musquin as well. Marv tries to run it back in on him. Tomac has clawed his way back to Ferrandis, so they made moves on a couple of riders, Craig and Musquin.
But it's still early days. These guys are still feeling relatively fresh, but landed in that soft spot right there.
He's ready to pounce, and Cianciarulo has caught Webb. So you've got 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th.
Moment for Aaron Plessinger after all of those podium finishes. Can you give us an idea of what you felt out there on the track that made you pull in?
Yeah, you know, really good spot for a podium, even a win, but broke inside the motor, and it didn't really run right after that. So.
For Aaron Plessinger.
He still managed to smile, so I was wrong. Even that can't keep Aaron Plessinger's spirits down.
Start overheating. One thing I have learned with these Monday 4-strokes, they're very reliable. Oh,
man,
once
he
again, he
in that
lands.
spot, yeah. Oh, yeah, tons of steam coming out.
Okay, so what I was getting at is I've learned with these modern 4-strokes, when you see steam, it's okay. Danger zone that we talked about.
No, the wrong danger zone. Meanwhile, Ferrandis is making passes anyway. He goes around Cooper Webb. It's happening. Remember, his teammate's bike just quit. Tomac around Webb. Major drama here in Lucas Oil Pro Motocross. Your series leader, Dylan Ferrandis, making passes. That's to the good.
Yeah, I said it at break, but coolant coming out's not the end of the world. It's when it runs out of coolant. Seeing that steam. Oh!
Ferrandis almost down. And Tomac, who's been putting serious pressure on him, goes by.
And that's when the engine's going to start melting.
Yeah, and we saw our first look at the steam coming out 10 minutes into the...
You know, dirt collecting in the radiator, so not enough cool air. Riding the clutch hard, riding hard, all that together can do that.
Ferrandis is in fourth, Cianciarulo third. Tomac has gotten around his teammate up to second. But guess what? I was about to say, Eli Tomac has put in a huge charge. I didn't expect him to get there that quickly.
But Eli Tomac, just when you question him, he just brings it right back.
And just like that, what was a 7-second lead for Roczen is gone.
Yeah, it's long gone. And so is Tomac. But released some steam over the years. But I got to say right now, he looks good. The bike looks good. Wow,
that's if Ferrandis' bike continues to run. Meanwhile, Tomac on the move.
2:18 the last lap. 4 seconds quicker than everyone.
Eli Tomac looking at the moto victory. It would be 3 in a row in the second moto. Only 3 moto wins this year, but 4 overalls for Dylan Ferrandis. Gates down at Millville. Barcia going to lead everyone in.
Took one of our title contenders down.
Oh, it's the right-hand first turn, too. That makes it a little more difficult as well.
Also, not a good opening lap there for someone else goes down. Not a good...
Tomac for either Monster Star Yamaha, maybe Thor, the gear company, as these 3 Yamaha riders fight information. Mistake on the inside by the 29 of Craig.
Fastest lap, as you say, Jason, second half of the moto. Ferrandis comes alive.
And we see the rest of the field coming through. We'll hold here to watch Tomac, and he has already caught Webb.
If he keeps up this pace, he's going to be right there in able to win this thing at the end. So something to watch for.
And he just blows by Webb in the sandwoops.
Cowie 450 and can open the throttle. Look at that power slide off a drop off. that is commitment. And here comes Tomac.
Oh, big power move around the outside, just like he did to Webb. He's picking these guys off in bunches. They're not holding him back at all. This is vintage Eli Tomac. We used to call him the shark in the water. You had to think about where is he, even if you couldn't see him. Well, we can now. Tomac had to get on the brakes in turn 1 to avoid the pileup with Sexton, Roczen, and more, and he has come from that about 30th.
Competition has really picked up, gotten deep, and he just has been head and shoulders above everyone as far as pace goes this first moto.
All right, well,
he had a lot of stuff in his throttle, so they were trying to clear it out and clean it up as much as he possibly could. Just frustration all over his face, though.
Let's see what kind of drive he can get on the outside.
Lines came together. Ferrandis took a look over his shoulder, and he saw the dreaded big number 3.
Barcia, face full of roost, right there on Ferrandis. Ferrandis comes back.
Another little look over the shoulder from Ferrandis. I could see Tomac passing
there it is,
him.
on the inside. Tomac tried to tiptoe through that line. Wasn't quite enough, but it's on Ferrandis. Absolutely. Barcia is now out of the picture. He's pulled away. Ferrandis having to deal with pressure from behind. Not something that he's had to deal with much.
This is a couple bike legs. Oh, mistake from Ferrandis. Goes from the left to the right-hand side of the track.
Tomac getting closer again after the mistake entering.
Oh.
So, Sandwatch and nearly an endo. Side with Barcia. What's the strategy here? Does he cut underneath? Barcia hangs him out on the outside.
Yeah, Barcia just a counter block pass, and that has allowed Tomac right back at that.
Pressure will get to a lot of guys. Often not him. Ferrandis had a line, and they almost collided as the white flag comes out.
Barcia apologizing.
Just has to get a run at the beginning of this section.
That was better.
Yes, absolutely. This is as close as he has been to Ferrandis through here in several laps.
Can he carry the speed? Look at this. Is Ferrandis going to defend?
Oh, Ferrandis does go to the outside where Tomac had been the entire moto. They fight for second as Barcia tries to run it high.
And he should. That inside now not working it off.
Oh no, Barcia bobbles, recovers, still holds the lead. A couple mistakes on previous laps. Perfect this time. Barcia takes his first moto win of the year. Let's go racing. Barcia, another good start. He's got the 19 of Justin Bogle on the outside, but
down from being out of Moto 1 into third place already.
Impressive. So Roczen beaten and banged up in that first moto, coming right back here, third early, and he's going for second.
Boy, talk about just being shot out like a cannon. Got taken off in the medical cart in Moto 1. Now he goes to the outside.
Unbelievable run around the outside, Barcia. There was nothing he could do.
He even looks over like, wow, they just cleaned that outside really good. And Ken Roczen leads Moto 2.
Make up some of the points that he lost by not finishing the first Moto today.
Isn't motocross just unbelievable? In Moto 1, Roczen goes down. He looks like he's out of this championship, out of the series. And Ferrandis has the opportunity to make up 25 points.
Right side of the screen. There's Ferrandis getting sideways and down.
He was loose coming into that turn. And then, Marvin ends up hitting into Plessinger.
We expected this. Barcia is going to try to hang in the number 2 spot. And when you combine the two motos together, could be looking at an overall win for Barcia, but it's very early. Only a lap and a half into this one. Certainly hurt the results. Much better now for the 23.
Yeah, Sexton always shows a lot of speed and potential, but just whether it's bad luck, bad starts, opening lap crashes, all kinds of things.
Gets Cianciarulo there. Of Chase Sexton trying to get around your Supercross champion Cooper Webb. Been a little different here at Motocross for the number 2 at Webb. He's fighting with everything he has to hold Sexton off. They almost collide. Webb down hard at the finish line.
I think they did make contact. I think that's what caused it right there. See their rear wheels touch right there, and then see what happens to Webb. So they went for what we call scrub, not common, and I'm surprised Sexton didn't get affected at all, and Cooper Webb's bike just ends up smacking that sprinkler.
Class. The starts have not been there this year, but when he gets rolling, he is almost impossible to hold back.
And he's really strong to this section, especially in Moto 1. He was good there. Ooh, little fishtail. Oh, but Cianciarulo also makes a mistake.
For your series leader, Ferrandis, he goes down for a second time.
Ooh, this is where you just got to take a deep breath.
2 seconds, it's 1.5, it's 1.7. Barcia doesn't need to beat Roczen for the overall, but you can tell he is not giving up on this Moto win. He is keeping Kenny honest.
Yeah, running good solid laps, and for Barcia too, be a little feather in his cap.
Barcia makes up a ton of ground right there. And what's odd is he's on the outside. That's where Roczen passed him.
I was thinking the same thing.
Barcia feet off the pegs. No problem. Still does the uphill triple and throws a wheelie uphill. Energy Kawasaki's trying to get Joey Cianciarulo here, the 17, and Chase Sexton is right in front of them. And a mistake by Cianciarulo. That made it easy on Tomac.
Yeah, Tomac has to try and make these passes as quick as possible because they've pretty much lost sight of the leaders, but third place certainly right in front of him.
Another rider is down on the track. So it looks like both Roczen and Barcia played it right now. They're back up to race pace as we go down the 200-foot Mount Martin. Named after, of course, John and Greta Martin, the track owners.
Yeah, another 2:12 from Kenny there. Barcia a little bit slower, so Kenny gives himself a little bit of a buffer now, 2 seconds.
Ferrandis up to 9th after a pair of crashes early. We've got world-class motocross competition here. A pair of Frenchmen going at it in Minnesota. You got the number 14 of Dylan Ferrandis. 2 crashes early in this race. He just made a pass for 8th place, and he's got more room because here is the pass on Justin Bogle. So now he's up to 7th.
Yeah, just stayed really low through there.
6th, we check in with Chase Sexton on the 23 Honda in 3rd, and Eli Tomac is now lurking. He's made up a ton of ground. Was borderline top 10 at best in the early motos of the championship, fell way behind in points. Then out of nowhere, in the 6th moto of the series of Pennsylvania High Point, he won it. Then he won the 2nd moto at the next race, and he won the 2nd moto at the next race. But the first motos have still been a problem.
He'll give it everything. I thought maybe he'd have a chance, and I think his teammate may make this easy on him.
Craig's gonna fight. No, Craig comes back on the inside. Is that the better line? No.
Some fight. Doesn't just roll over. Ferrandis now going to charge to the inside.
Long way around for Cianciarulo. I don't know if that's going to work. It isn't. Can't give Ferrandis an opening. Cianciarulo going to try to come back again.
The road, and that's 10 seconds. I would highly doubt that's going to happen in that short period of time.
Look, Cooper Webb on the left side of the screen going a lap down. Had that huge crash early in the race. Good to see that Webb was able to get back into it. He'll try everything. He gives you everything he has when he's out on the track. Off the track, the fitness, if anything, he's had times where he's probably trained almost too hard. But he's got the right formula today. So Barcia will win the overall. An excellent rebound. He crashes out of Moto 1. He comes back to win Moto 2. Ken Roczen And a salute from the fans for a great effort in Minnesota. But Justin Barcia is going to take the overall win. We go.
Oh,
Ferrandis.
Yeah, he just pit-pocketed all of them. He just went around the outside and railed that outside edge, and good start for Sexton.
Try to find a line on Webb, and he almost went into Sexton. It worked, though. He's taken the lead from the number 2.
But got pushed a little wide by his teammate, and Cooper was committed to that outside, railed it, and like you said, came out of nowhere. Times, there's 5 or 6 guys that are super fast, all at the same time, including number 3, Eli Tomac, who's on a mission right now to get around. Don't know if he's close enough.
Oh, he is.
He made up that gap. Wow. Tomac
is closing. He's got it under 1 second now between he and Plessinger. Plessinger getting sideways again.
Oh, yeah. It's not what these guys want to hear, but I'm telling you, second half look of just pure aggression, just charging everything. And Plessinger's riding a great race in front of him, and it's a good feeling. And then all of a sudden, you've got some guy just harassing you.
What? That was an immediate attack. He just leaped.
Say that. The train just keeps coming. Ferrandis gets out of that rut.
Second, but here comes Eli Tomac on a mission from 3rd.
Tomac really starting to get the pace going. I mean,
in these conditions, again, you would think with his aggressive riding style that this would not be his best track, but we have seen epic second moto charges from him to dig out race win. Now he's got this big leap at the end of the whoops. Can he line this up? Side by side, Sexton takes the line away.
Oh!
Big power move by Tomac. Gets him into the inside, but not close enough. Sexton shuts the door again.
Battle. So just a little cushion. You can see it's actually just over 3 seconds. Is Eli just going to go for the stuff? I thought about it.
Side with Sexton.
Whoa. Eli tried everything.
Woo!
This might work this time if he can square it up underneath Sexton and get a good drive, and he does.
Oh!
Not much Sexton could have done. He put up a good fight there, but hey, still got the overall in the bag. Should Tomac not catch Ferrandis? Not.
Here it is. Listen to the crowd. You can see how pumped they are. 2 laps to go. And we'll give you the lap time here in a second. The 2.
Won't even know that quite just yet. I mean, I'm sure he can hear the crowd, knows that someone's back there, but probably does not know who it is.
Here's the battle everyone has wanted to see all year. Dylan Ferrandis and Eli Tomac, both on their A game on the same day. They're both so strong late.
Round was his best lap of the moto, 2:14.3. He shut that gap down. The crowd is into it. Ferrandis knows someone is there. We don't know if it's exactly who it is, and he's probably going. The one guy you do not want to see right behind you at the end of the moto.
Seen some epic late moto charges from Eli Tomac, and he's putting it together right now. He made up 1.5 seconds.
Talked about, let's have a look at the lap times when they cross. Do they get the rhythm nice and clean through the whoops there? White flag waves and lap times, 2:14.
Watch him on the outside of this right-hander.
He's going to try the same thing. Watch, he's going to swing to the outside. Ferrandis may not know this, but Eli knows his inside can work.
No, it wasn't quite close enough.
Ferrandis is going to have to be picture perfect. He can't let the crowd and the pressure get to him. He's a seasoned veteran, but Tomac.
How will Tomac play it? He's going to go way wide here on the entrance to Horsepower Hill.
He got a bit of a slingshot, but I think he ran a little bit high.
Get back to the rear wheel of Ferrandis. Last couple corners did not work in Tomac's favor.
Yeah, Ferrandis is really putting the hammer down.
Far.
Yeah, I mean, he is just hammering these last few turns and hasn't made the mistake of a little one there. But he's got a gap now.
Again, it's, as you said, not enough for the overall, but a clutch second moto win for Dylan Ferrandis. What's Ferrandis' lap time?
2:14.6. His fastest lap of the race was the very last lap of the race.
Results from this determine the winner. Let's go racing. Chase Sexton goes to motorsport.com whole shot.
Yeah, and as you said, he held it together that time. Now the key thing is, where's our title contender?
With Ferrandis right behind him in 4th. There's Roczen on the 94.
Well, after the Moto 1, you heard what Ferrandis said. I don't know if I have anything for Ken Roczen.
Hairpin corner right here. Roczen tries to tuck underneath. Ooh. Almost passed him, but also almost went down.
That was impressive. Power sliding across those ruts. That was a lot of grit and determination right there. Gutsy move.
Yeah, we have not seen anyone make a pass in that section of the track. So good job by Roczen.
Impatient. He can see the front 2 disappearing. He goes to that outside. I think he's got it done this time.
Wow, making passes, but he's about to feel the heat from Roczen.
Wow, Kenny had a good line there. Went to the outside and all the way on the very right-hand side.
Washougal, but can't be that bad. He won on that bike. Oh, Sexton almost threw it away.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about, how these ruts, they're like...
Ken Roczen has slipped by his teammate, Chase Sexton. Not sure where that happened. Saw Sexton looks like he's backed off the pace.
He'll stay over these jumps. He carries so much forward drive. See there?
Oh.
He did that the lap before and the lap prior. Now.
Right, yeah, no point of failure talks this week. It's going to be all about the success. If they can hold on for a lap and a half, Roczen goes by. Here is Sexton, his young teammate. He has the checkered flag in sight. Ken Roczen doesn't just win Unadilla, he dominates Unadilla the second time. Revs are up. Gate is down. Cooper Webb's going to grab your motorsport.com hole shot. I think it was Tomac right behind him, and then Roczen to third. Down in the first turn. Meanwhile, Roczen already around Tomac, and Webb under pressure.
Leader, don't see him near the front. Ken Roczen makes a great move there. Got a good drive of that off-camber uphill.
It's about par for him.
Yeah, exactly.
Not a hole shot artist. And then behind him would actually be Shock. Putting from Sexton and is right back to Webb. These 2 or 3 corners, man, Eli's tough to stop. Look at him arcing to try to get...
And he's going to try and force it. That was slick. He was arcing into that turn without the brakes on. That was
all right, Webb's going to have to really get a drive around the outside. Sexton the short way around, side by side.
Henry Hill put him to the inside.
This could be the move. Webb fighting, trying to slide back to the inside. Sexton's got it.
Oh, look at that.
Sexton right there on Tomac. Takes the spot away.
Oh, Eli Tomac. Tomac maybe made a little mistake coming to that turn and had to choose that outer line. But either way, Sexton took opportunity, right? Try to go to that inside as well.
Same thing Tomac did. He's on the inside and he's got him.
Well, Cooper's also got to learn from that. Gasses it. Eli's getting ready to cut back to the inside, and all of a sudden he sees the blue machine there. Could not do anything after that. Well, we'll have a look. Kenny picked it up just a little bit that time around at 152. But again, Sexton in the 151s.
The mission is clear. They've got to keep the Yamaha rider behind them to help Roczen score max points.
Oh, the lap time show at last lap around. Kenny and Dylan were...
Allowed Roczen to get away, and Ferrandis to put the pressure on. Can Sexton find it again? Oh, Ferrandis is putting the heat on. Ooh. No, Sexton able to squeeze him off. Ferrandis doing a good job keeping that outside as short as he can, and with a lap rider in front of Sexton.
Well, if you're Ferrandis, if you're Kenny Roczen, it's a very welcoming sight. So, yeah, Ferrandis is going to be like, oh, man.
He's based actually out of Maryland as well. So he's putting in his best run of the year, and now he gets to get lapped. That's the difference today.
Be an interesting half a lap. He got held up a tad there. And Ferrandis obviously now can see it all unfold.
Unbelievable what Ferrandis can do late in these races. It looked like hope was lost. He was a distant fourth.
Oh, that sweeper right before the finish line. That would be heartbreaking for Roczen.
Roczen makes a mistake. He's trying to get around Chisholm. He looks over and he does. Keeps the door closed. And Ken Roczen is going to win the first moto here at Budds Creek. Ferrandis right there.
Look at Ferrandis. He is not happy.
Motocross racing. Who leads coming out of it? I believe it's Ken Roczen with a motorsport.com hole shot. Cooper Webb.
Hard.
So Roczen's so good early in the races. Now he's coupled that with the early lead and a hole shot. Oh, Sexton's got an inside line. I think he's got the pass made. No. Ferrandis a handful of throttle burst back as these two battle for the number 3 spot. Sexton on the outside. Switches back to the inside.
Yeah, this is
it is all over him. Oh, look at that! Cutting from outside to inside. Can Sexton complete the pass? Top of the hill. And you see Sexton able to get the better of him, and Roczen already pulling away. Look at Sexton attacking.
Sexton, his teammate behind him. So that's going to be a bit more comforting for those guys. I'm sure Ferrandis wished he had his teammate as he does the same thing he did earlier in the day. Up the inside of Webb, they're going to drag race to the finish line. Oh, so that inside and maybe get a better drive at the exit of this turn. They're going to drag race up the hill again.
Now Webb will be on the inside. The next corner is a left-hander. Not. Oh, but just around the outside. Hooking up and taking the spot away.
That was old school vintage Eli. Oh, this is going to get interesting. Look at that. There's a 4 in the camera.
Unbelievable.
1, 2, 3, 4.
In the old, mistake for Roczen, and Sexton is almost there to make the pass. Certainly you have to account, yes, for Tomac.
Be one, I say a little bit lucky, but two, you've got to be really proactive in how you see where the lappers are going or where the worst position. And the reason I said is the fin out of the water. Eli Tomac's nickname is the Shark for a reason.
At this, Tomac from fourth on the green machine, all over Ferrandis. Oh, and Sexton almost got Roczen. It's going to shoot by.
That was almost a little bit like what happened to Craig. That replay we just saw of Christian Craig from Moto 1. Sexton almost did a carbon copy.
Two things to watch. Yes, Roczen under fire from Ferrandis, and Tomac looking for running room to get around Sexton for third. And on the outside here, he's been very quick up this hill.
Oh, can he get it? He's got it this time. Kenny was able to hold it off. It's a 6-point swing. That's kind of a big deal with 3 rounds to go. Should Kenny... Yeah.
You've got Tomac right there.
Yeah, you got to look forward. Easier said than done.
Spectacular racing. Lucas Oil Pro Motocross. Ken Roczen leads. Number 3 spot on that green Kawasaki. Downhill we go. Ferrandis trying to outbreak Roczen to the bottom. Say we haven't seen many riders close motos like these two, and that's what Roczen's up against right now.
Wow, those. And the one good thing is Eli's been able to watch this 20-minute headstrong outside, first uphill. Going to have to peel out of that line.
Ferrandis did not use the outside. He was inside going on the uphill. And look at Tomac. They open up larger gaps in the field, and it doesn't take long. Also, they cut one section of the track out due to all the rain we had, so it's short.
Rough, and now Ferrandis looking to the outside.
Oh, here we go. Roczen's going to have to seal him off. He does.
But off camber, we've seen both lines work at different times. The inside is working better at the moment.
One of the big leaps. Okay, Ferrandis going to slice to the inside. They almost touch wheels. Roczen around the outside. Did he have enough to hold him off? He does.
Yes, but he stepped out of the line. Now Ferrandis is going to try this inside.
Oh, he stands him up. He got him the brakes, so Roczen could not knife underneath.
Roczen's spirit. But for Kenny, can he go with Ferrandis? Kenny is really good at riding his company.
And there you see, absolutely, as you said, you know that Ferrandis is going to want to put in a burner lap points gap on Dylan Ferrandis. He won the first moto earlier today. He led this moto, but second half of the race, will it be 2 laps to go, or is it going to just barely not expire, and they'll have to go a whole nother lap before the 2 lap to go sign? On his way to winning the 250 championship, but look how close Roczen is.
2 little mistakes, and all of a sudden that lead is gone.
Traffic, he's dealing with mistakes, and now he's dealing with pressure from Ken Roczen. Field, they've lapped up to 14th. Unbelievable how hard they are pressing the pace today.
Focus in on himself. Don't make a big mistake. See the bike still moving around.
4 corners sending back the momentum that Roczen gained, because Roczen won our last race last Saturday's Yamaha's 250 outfit. They have built one heck of a 450 for him, and Dylan Ferrandis wins at Budds Creek, and you can see how important this is. Joey Savacci going to lead them into the first turn. In second.
The championship contender, second points. Roczen looked like he was about 6th.
Tomac on the inside of Ferrandis. Going to be side by side for second. It's got to finish the move here. Oh, Ferrandis just holds it on the inside, and they almost got Savacci.
But hopefully that can put a little pressure on him, and he may surprise himself and lead some laps here.
Look at this battle, Ferrandis and Tomac. He's right there with Tomac.
Now that's Roczen.
Oh, that is Roczen. That was out of nowhere. Top speed is unbelievable. What we're seeing him 6th, 7th. Meanwhile, Ferrandis goes for the lead on Savacci. And Roczen's...
Wow, look at the scrub that Roczen put on right there. He drug the foot peg on the Honda.
Go to the inside, almost had a line. No, he made a mistake. No, he still is going to take the lead. How is that possible?
And the crowd here at Ironman, they're going ballistic as Roczen goes from, I'm going to say 6th to
the second. It's not enough, but Ferrandis is not done. He's challenging Roczen to try to take the lead back. Was the overall winner here last year at Ironman Raceway. Ferrandis right back there with Roczen. Can Ferrandis get it done? Oh, they almost come together. Ferrandis to the lead.
We're going to collide.
Okay, so Roczen going to have to reset the attack. Tomac lurking there as well. This is spectacular. He's got completely different lines than Roczen, although now he will slide in behind him. Savacci and Webb.
The rider, I love seeing it because I'm like, okay, where are the lines? Where is the rider carrying more momentum?
Jump just like Jet Lawrence did in the first moto. He got over the top of that hump, turned it into a double. Ferrandis.
But it looks like the next double after that, the outside is better. So it looks like wow, that's a good ride.
Yep. Hartraft just got around him. as did Plessinger. Shock.
Braking bumps that are made of sawdust, they move around. So between the first lap and the last lap, those lines will completely change. But off of the start, maybe with adrenaline and everything, maybe you're up around, I would say, sorted things out.
Yep.
I mean, we're not even 10 minutes into the moto right now. So now you need to kind of manage your heart.
These three looking for lines, studying each other, setting each other up. Tomac, he might be in position
to try to work that inside just before the finish line next time around on Roczen.
Oh, he is eating so much roost.
What a great shot. And look.
Oh, Roczen's right there almost to make the pass. Bar to bar, they almost came together, and Roczen could not execute the jump.
That far wide. I'm thinking that outside line had a big hook in it, and it came back across Roczen's line. Free lunch.
I'm getting nervous right now as Tomac gets closer and closer. We'll give you a box and a box. This is getting closer to Ferrandis again. It almost depends on what section of the track we're looking at, who has the advantage.
All right, well, get ready. Last lap around. But that is great team strategy right there. Of course, they have multiple people on the team with radio headsets inside. There it is. Perfect.
He did. So Roczen does not make up the ground this time.
Cooper Webb is little by little finding his groove here in this championship.
You know, it's always tough to get inside and learn more about this, but...
Agreed. Well, meanwhile, Tomac, he almost used an inside line to pass Roczen there. I don't know if you noticed that, Jeff.
I'm not going double or nothing. Fans here at Ironman, I mean, they were lined up at 6:30 in the morning to get free donuts. Look at the race they're getting to witness.
Oh, Roczen almost found a line to get Ferrandis, who had to look it over to put time into these guys. They come right back to his rear fender.
Well, and you want to settle in. Once you get the lead, you want to settle in.
Tomac on Roczen. He's tried this inside a couple of times. And then this next straightaway, we have actually seen some passes.
Right, you have to accelerate, decelerate.
Oh, Tomac right there. Tomac to the inside again.
No.
Roczen just able to hold it back about 4 laps in a row.
From where he was at. Oh,
Tomac, a new line. He sliced underneath Roczen. Now, Roczen had been close to the inside of that corner. Now the question, Jeff, can Tomac, can he make the move on Ferrandis? We're going to be watching this one very closely. Just one corner, battling with Roczen.
How many fans are here being treated to a fantastic Moto 1 of the 450s. Webb's going to be could get a podium here. So, Webb, I'm really impressed with him. I know he's laps ago, but still, overall, it's a really good Moto for him.
There's that inside line from Tomac. Different view of it from...
Towing around a turn, that's when the heat starts to kind of, sink in. You can feel it. But here, plenty of breeze
in a row with Washougal, Minnesota, and Unadilla and Budds Creek since he's won.
He was extremely disappointed in that finish. So Dylan Ferrandis isn't thinking about this massive gap that he has on the season.
Yeah, there's no championship management mode right now. He has Tomac all over him, and he is fighting for this moto win. Roczen.
Yeah, it should be about 2 seconds between first and third. But officials, you see him right there in the background, has that blue flag waving. Some of the lap riders don't always move out of that line.
Whatever you want to call it, back and forth. Now Tomac has lost a bunch of ground, has to get around a lap rider. Ferrandis has his opportunity to run and hide, and then hand up ahead. I think that was actually Harlan they were dealing with before.
I mean, when you're the man, it's like great ride.
Yes, huge pressure from Roczen and Tomac. Once again, Dylan Ferrandis overcomes all. He wins the first moto. And what it takes to outlast someone who is that strong and notoriously fit down the stretch from Ironman. Behind him, Webb trying to get inside. Not able to do it, so Ferrandis to the lead. Then he'll be on the left side of the racetrack trying to get inside the 23 of Sexton. That's a battle for third. Webb taken away from Ferrandis, who's going to leave the brakes off late into this corner at Webb.
That gaining confidence, and when you have that, it's just it's a huge thing, and Jeff can attest to that.
It's rough. He seems to.
Oh, he almost had the inside.
I was giving it up there.
Ferrandis, Tomac, Sexton, Roczen. Now we have Webb in the mix as well. Ton of time on Ferrandis. Can he use it to get the lead? It's on the inside, not close enough. Looking for running room on Ferrandis. Tomac around the outside again.
Watch this outside line out like they were in Moto 1. And Ferrandis comes from the inside out, kind of makes a nice arc around roller to carry the momentum. But
woo! Tomac, a big over jump, just sending it this straightaway on Ferrandis. Let's see if he can make the pass. He's finally got it.
Ferrandis is like
Moto 2. He's got the job done, and you know what he wants now? The lead from Webb.
Look at the dirt flying off the back. Out into that takeoff, and they drag the foot pegs through those ruts.
This year, today could be the day, but he's got to get around Webb first.
Each and every moto now here lately is starting to get a little better, a little more comfortable.
And Tomac, he used the outside the last time around, went inside. He actually looks back over his shoulder to make. He almost did. Look, Ferrandis is right there.
Yeah, Ferrandis trying to regroup a little bit. Starting to get to that point in the season where you really have to be conscious of that. 46-point lead over
for fourth as Tomac begins to put the press on Webb, which obviously takes a lot of pressure off. Tomac will focus back on the battle for the lead because Tomac wants it. Jump at the top of the hill. Whoa,
that's
Webb.
Close.
Here's the thing about Webb. He is so crafty.
Look, they
both want that outside. They both want it.
Yeah, there's a couple. The riders are going all the way outside, finding the smooth line, and it's working for them. Oh, that's close too.
And let's see about Roczen. Yes, he's in fourth, so he has completed the pass. Ferrandis determined to make that left side work. He got passed a couple of times in that.
That's one of those areas where there's a lot of sawdust on the track, so those lines are going to move as the moto goes on. They're going to change, and Tomac seems like he's doing that each and every lap. Look, he's been trying this outside right here.
And right exchange. Tomac comes in hot around the outside to set up for the inside here. Can he complete the pass? He's got it.
You're really riding, very much like the years that he won the title. On the podium is that Tomac said he felt really fresh, said he felt great, where Ferrandis, who won the moto.
Podium today with Roczen back in fifth here. Webb would be looking at 4-3 scores. But he said after the race last week, he has a lot of motivation to try to get a win. Eli Tomac is back. He wins the overall here at Ironman Raceway.
Well, he mentioned on the podium that even though he was second, that he felt...
As of late, Ferrandis is right there around Webb.
Ferrandis not going to waste any time.
Already attacking Roczen. Triples through the inside. Side by side. Just slices through and takes the lead. Unbelievable.
Here today.
And you don't often see this from Ferrandis early in the races. It's usually a couple of laps, settles in. Tomac, I don't even know where he came from. A couple of passes on lap one, and he's there for a challenge.
Tomac goes into, this is where I was using Telestrator earlier, those big hooks in it. See the bike kick back? Still, though, Ferrandis having the championship on the line, how hard will he fight for the moto win? We're going to have to wait and see here 25 minutes from now.
All right. The Houston Supercross in 2018, he got hurt in Anaheim, won the opener. Wasn't able to go in Houston, and that is it. He's made every other race
for the Red Bull KTM team.
Oh, Tomac, big power move from the outside to the inside and wheelies by. What a move. Whatever it may be, how many times have we seen Ken Roczen and Eli Tomac battle? It has to be one of the longest running volume of times that we have seen Tomac and Roczen battle. Tomac going to get the better of it this time. He's got the pass.
Not that far behind, maybe 5 seconds, 8 seconds. And take a look at the lap times there. The moto where, Tomac, he's starting to feel it. 20 minutes left, it's hot, yes, but he definitely has a great flow, great speed. Tomac to close up on him. Ferrandis, all he's thinking about is keeping Roczen in his rearview mirror. And if he does that, he's going to be champion. Percent is what the race win is for the championship. So
that might be an indicator of how Ferrandis is going to choose to play this one.
Purcell crashes with the championship plate in his hands, essentially, and hands the title over to Trey Canard.
Holding the points lead, the potential to wrap up the title, and Eli Tomac all over him.
But
Eli was asked, when can you say where you're riding next year? And he said, October 1st.
Okay.
Battle is on for the lead. Eli Tomac putting in a strong charge. How hard will Ferrandis fight with the title in balance? And Ferrandis looks over and Tomac takes the lead. And it's just over like that.
Amazing accomplishment. 18 minutes plus 2 laps to go. And when you're out there, you're in the zone, but you definitely know what's going on. But
38 seconds. That's old school Tomac level gap. It up with similar performances here. Yeah. Wheelie for his longtime mechanic, Brian Kranz, as he goes through the mechanics area. parents both world-class mountain bike racers on a hot, brutal, tough day. Eli Tomac is the winner here at Fox Raceway. And here it is, Dylan Ferrandis, the 2021 Pro Motocross champion of the 450 class. Wow. Bobby Regan, the team owner, has trickled down from there. He's even rubbed people the wrong way sometimes, how competitive, how fiery he can be. But it is for moments like this.
Pro Motocross 450 champion.
Here's the gate drop.
Whoa, couple of riders.
Oh, starts for Noren. That's not the way he wanted it to go. So, oh, look at this. Craig taking the lead.
Webb's going to try to get back to, oh,
Ferrandis was in it.
Down.
Ferrandis was in that pile. How about Christian Craig not only taking the lead, but pulling away quickly.
Great start for him. And Moto wears on those lines.
Ken Roczen is in the mechanics area. And appears to be done. He's taking off his boot. That's unbelievable. And there is Roczen being helped by the Alpine Stars medics team. There's Dr. John Bonder.
Into the inside line, and then he just fades a little bit out. That's going to allow Tomac to be right on his rear tire.
First turn, he didn't go down, but the pounding of it made it feel like it was possibly broken, and he knew instantly that something was wrong.
Do what you asked for, but that much drama. And we hadn't even made it to the motorsport.com whole shot line yet. He also has some incentive because you've got Tomac and Anstey, which are just outside of our picture. And this could be the difference in winning the overall. The intensity's there because he's got Tomac right behind him.
Whoa, slicing from outside to inside. Webb almost made the pass. If Craig goes outside, Webb's going inside. Here's the move. He's got the lead.
But look who is lurking.
Eli Tomac, as quickly as Webb was going after Craig. On the right side in green, trying to take it away from Christian Craig. It's now a battle for second as Cooper Webb.
This inside line's been good. Craig makes a tiny mistake. Can Tomac power down the inside? Oh, look how rough that line is. Makes the pass.
Let's check in with Ferrandis, our first moto winner and our new series champ, down in the first turn. And he is already in 8th place.
This is Eli Tomac's last ride with Monster Energy Kawasaki. I mean, the statistics and the success he has right now. He knows what's on the line. He's so driven and so determined. But can he catch Cooper Webb? There's back on the twin shocker. 2 strokes would have, on this same course decades ago, raced on. It's the advantage of getting to see what's happening with Webb. And look at that, emerging lines. Look for new lines on the track. This is for the overall.
Oh, you love to see in the finale, even with the title wrapped up, 2 motivated riders. Webb made some major changes to his training program this summer. With 3 straight victories, going on top after a long run with Kawasaki. So these guys want it in the worst way, and you can see it right now. They're pouring it on.
I wonder if these off-camber turns right here, I mean, look how tricky they are. Okay, that's what I wanted to see, the Parts Unlimited drone.
He's to the left to protect.
And look at the fans here at Hangtown. They're waving the towels and the hats. They're being treated
this downhill.
Amazing race.
They know the pass could be coming, and there it is.
Looks ahead. Tomac does. Going to see a couple of lapped riders. There was actually a rider down right there. It was Sharon. He's got to find a way to respond and not let Tomac get comfortable.
Look at this battle. So Tomac went around the outside, grabbed the tear off, was slow in the corner, and Webb pulled right back to his rear tire.
I believe that he can win this moto. Possibly follow some of Tomac's lines. See where Tomac, such an incredible accomplishment just for this moto right there, just blows past Anstey on the outside. Now it was for the title.
Not for a race win.
San Antonio.
Yeah, they did it.
Bob Hanna gets the signboard. Let Brock by
14. If he can make one pass at the end of this race, and he's got the 29 of Craig in sight. If he passes Craig, he takes the overall win for the day.
Give Ferrandis a 1-3 and win the overall.
From nearly last at the beginning of this race, and he's trying to set up Craig, his teammate, for the pass. Inside, not for long. Ferrandis has done it. He's taken over 3rd, and that would be enough for the win today. Up. And it doesn't appear like he ever gets tired. Late in the races, he just gets stronger. White flag out.
We're on the final lap. He's not that far behind the leader even.
He doesn't want this season to end.
Ferrandis is 9.2 seconds at the last interval behind the leader. when you fall down.
Wife in 2 months as they try to put this title run together from the East Coast. Meanwhile, this story, the long and very fruitful run with Eli Tomac and Kawasaki together is going to end in a moto win. Second moto at Hangtown goes to Tomac. But the overall not respect the grit, the heart, the effort. Dylan Ferrandis wins the finale. Now, we've asked him time and time again.
Oh, look at that.
Fan asked for his goggles. Oh, okay.
What
Excellent.
a souvenir.